Hello, 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 everyone. Okay, wait. Yeah. Hello, hello, everyone. I was going to stream the Bullet Championship, but then I saw that Inian is playing in the World Under 18. He's playing against Shant Sargisian. He's playing in the Armageddon. So right now, Armageddon is going on. Um, Let me just adjust this a bit. We are at the ending stages. Both the players have very less time. So yeah, I thought this would be a good start till we wait for the Bullet Championship to start. Cool. So we have the board up, and Inian is black. He needs to make a draw here. He was clearly he had won the first game in a very nice way, and was on his way to draw the second game. He tragically blundered mate in one in the second game. Nihal won his match in the under 18, so he's through to the semi-final. While Inian and Shant, they are playing in the quarterfinal right now. The position is completely equal. They have 4 pawns each, and Shant is trying to uh, put pressure on the clock, which he is doing pretty successfully. So Shant is trying to take this G7 pawn with knight to E8, and Inian just took the F2 pawn. So Inian has to really try and ensure that none of the pawns are remaining in order to save this, but it's going to be tough. Bishop F6 check incoming. Yeah, it's going to be very tough for him. He has only 31 seconds. He has to try and survive till that time, and it's going to be tough because his position is also slightly worse now. This is the World Under 18. World Youth is going on. Thanks for the super chat, Vansh. Greetings, Grandmaster Srinath. Nice to see you. Stream makes my day. Also, hope you had a lovely Sunday. I had a nice Sunday. True. I I should post. Uh, uh, yeah, cool. So yeah, Nihal is in the semi-final. He's playing against an opponent called I forgot his name, but it's something like Hepler Ramirez Narayana. Hepler Ramirez Narayana, or maybe we should refer to him as HRN. I don't know. That's going to be his match tomorrow. Yeah, this is really, really unfortunate for Inian. I feel very bad for him. He should have. This was his second round. At this point, he was. Yeah, he needed a draw, and this was the position. Opponent played knight b5, rook b7, rook c2 check, king d5, rook d2 check. Here is wherever he moves his king, his position is perfectly fine. There's 10-second increment. King e4 is fine. King e6 is fine. It's 3 versus 3, and the game is heading towards a draw. But he tragically played king to c6. And after rook d6, it's checkmate. This is very sad. I hope we can. I mean, there's really not much we can do. But whoever is watching can maybe just go and follow Inian on Twitter if you have a Twitter account. His Twitter account is very new, and this is his ID. So he's going to have a very bad night. He's not going to be able to sleep. But at least 50 more followers, 100 more followers would be the least he deserves for playing such a fine event. He also played very well against Nihal in the uh, Super Juniors Cup, Chess Base India. He won the first game. He was doing well in the second game. And then Nihal beat him 4-1, but the games were very fighting and competitive. The score didn't reflect how well Inian fought. And Inian also won the World Open this year. So this is his Twitter. Please do whatever you can to cheer him up. And yeah, maybe the notification didn't happen because it was scheduled very late. I scheduled it like 20 minutes before. Okay, let's go to the main event, the Bullet Championship knockouts. It's going to be a knockout between 12 players, out of which the first two is seeded onto the next stage to the quarterfinals, like how India was seeded to the quarterfinals in online Olympiad. Um, Arjun is playing against Brandon Jacobson in his quarterfinals. It's going to be 15 minutes of bullet, and if Arjun's lag holds up fine, I'm really hoping that he goes as far as he can. He has the ability to he has the ability to even win the championship, although that's a bit of a stretch, but yeah, I mean, he does have his chances. It's not out of the question. I am following Arjun Ergaizi 2003, and I think it should start at any point. Hikaru is here, Firuja is here, Artemiev is here. Oh, welcome back, Sudarshan. Couldn't follow the stream yesterday because of work, but glad to see this one. Thank you so much. Good to see you back as well. Uh, the thing with streaming is it can get very addictive because it's a lot of fun. But the problem I had in the past is I just did not have a stop button. So I would start streams and then some of them went for more than 5 hours. I just couldn't stop on many occasions. I'm hoping that I have better control now as to when to stop. Guys, has anyone heard a name such as, I mean, has anyone heard of a name that has both Ramirez and Narayana? That's the first time I'm hearing it. That's whom Nihal is playing tomorrow in World Under 18. He's playing this kid from Peru who has done exceptionally well so far. He has won 3 out of his 4 games. Yeah, Nihal couldn't qualify yesterday. He lost his last round against Jospem. Jospem is what's his actual real name? I forgot. I just forgot. My brain went blank. What is Jospem's? Uh, I don't remember. But yeah, Nihal had this uh, Jospam's real name is not Joseph. Yeah, I don't know what a stream tomorrow. Guys, what is Jospam's name? I forgot. I totally forgot. How come no one remembers on chat? I thought chat knew everything. Yeah, Jose Martinez. Jose Martinez. True. Yeah, he lost against Jose Martinez. So, what are the pairings for today, guys? Usually, the chat would ask me these things, and I would post it. I would look it up from somewhere and put it here. But I think it started. I think no, it hasn't started yet. Sevian is playing someone whom I don't know about. I don't know why it hasn't started yet. If I knew that it would be late OP, I would have played some bullet games myself. Yeah, first to direct spot. So who is the first two? Hikaru is one, of course. Who is the second? Number two should be Firuja, logically speaking. And why have they not started yet? Rakesh Bhai. Yeah, Daniel Naroditsky is also playing. I remember someone once mixed up this pronunciation and called him Nariel Danitsky. I'm surprised to find not much information is there. Not much information is there regarding this Bullet Championship knockouts. But yeah, Fedosiv against Artemiev, Shong against late one man, Jose Martinez against Mykola Botnik, and Arjun against Brandon Jacobson. And I should probably have a timer going. Yeah, I should keep the timer ready. Shout out to Harshit Raja. Yeah, the boat freezes when I go to a new window. It's a strange thing. Once again, boat freeze. Yeah. 1 second. I'm trying to put a timer. I'm trying to keep a timer ready. So when the game starts, we have it ready and set. That is the idea. This is going to be the match timer. It's going to be 15 minutes. And whatever the score is within that 15 minutes, whoever scores more is the winner. I don't know why there's such a big delay. The games, it's probably because the players are finishing setting up. The players are setting up their cameras and stuff, and that's the reason why it hasn't started yet. So it's going to start any minute. Of course, the shout out to Harshit Dawar. I know Harshit for quite a while, and shout out to Aryan. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the all the chat. But but if I give shout out to everyone, then it's kind of the same as not giving shout out to anyone. Yeah. Yeah. So 15 minutes means it's probably going to be like 7 games or 8 games. Probably 8 games, approximately 8 games. And I don't know what happens if there's going to be a tie. Should I play some bullet games myself while these guys start? No, we haven't yet started following the bullet championship yet. It hasn't started. We are waiting for it to start. That's why it all feels so dull so far. Sriraj, are you the same person? And there we go. We have kickoff. We have kickoff, and Arjun is black in the first. He's white in the first game. Yeah, Arjun is white in the first game. And he has a fantastic position out of the opening. Brandon, his someone Arjun has played quite a bit himself in casual games and stuff. They are very evenly matched in general. The position is equal in material, but Arjun has a better position because black has some problems to solve. Like if black takes bishop d5, knight d5, then there are some problems with f6. And this is pretty weak on the king side now. This square is also weak. He goes rook c6, knight e7, maybe just take it, and rook d5. No, he just goes for the weak squares. Queen g4, knight f5. Yeah, now he just takes this and then goes queen h5 and delivers mate. Maybe just rook f6, but rook f6, queen e4. So he won't take it straight away. So now I think he's going to take knight. Will he take? No, he should have something strong. He should really be having something very strong here. I know that because I can look at the evaluation bar. But I think rook g3 and queen g4 should be mate. f7 is also hanging. So queen f7, yeah, just takes this pawn and it's mate. Arjun 1-0 up, guys. Arjun 1-0 up. The timer might be a few seconds behind. I don't think it's going to be consequential. And he goes for his favorite end games, and he's a pawn up already in the second game. Arjun has the black pieces in this game. So when the names are on the side, how do people figure out? Who is white and who is black in general? Yeah, so Arjun is just a pawn up. We are into the rook end game. If the rooks get exchanged, it's going to be clearly winning. His opponent will try to resist that, but it's not going to be easy. Now, bullet is all about momentum. The okay, so you guys understand the time, right? Because I wanted to keep the board bigger, so I kept it this way. And also, I think you're quite used to this. So, quite used to this in general from other streams. Yeah. As long as it works for you, it's good for me. Bullet is a lot about momentum, and if Arjun goes 2-0 up here, it's going to be hard for his opponent to fight back and get even. He's going to take this last pawn as well, and now he just has to keep his rook in this line and push this pawn. This is an elementary win for Arjun. He's not going to mess this up. Also, look at Arjun's rating. He's 30-14. Such a beast. Oh, that had to be a mouse slip. But he was just so winning that his opponent resigned anyway. He's up 2-0, and we are back to the same opening. We are back to this knight f3, e3, b3, which is very comfortable to play in bullet in general because white's moves are very easy to make. Arjun didn't play the opening in the best possible fashion. He's playing really fast. But it's working for him so far. It's working for him. And he has to try and ensure that his opponent doesn't get a break in the momentum. He's up 2-0. And his opponent must be starting to get on a tilt. He must be under pressure. He's the one under pressure. So Arjun doesn't really have to do a lot. He just has to keep making normal, decent moves. And he will get there. I think that's what he's doing here. Rook d1, queen d1. Position is approximately equal, but Arjun has spent only 17 seconds for his first 28 moves. Now just king g2, yeah. E5. But e5 loses a pawn. So he plays f4, but he's losing a pawn anyway. His opponent is clawing his way back in this game. It is looking bad for Arjun. It could be possibly 2-1 at the end of this, which is not a good thing. He's probably going to take this, but these opposite color bishops can be very, very uncomfortable to defend when you have no increment because you don't know which way your opponent is going to move. You're under pressure. This is a draw actually. This is a theoretical draw. I don't see how black can win this because whenever he moves the king, he's going to lose this pawn. Oh no. Why did he do that? Why would Arjun play like that? He should have kept his king back. That is just greedy Arjun. Even converting these positions can be tricky in bullet, although it's theoretically winning for black. But I think his opponent is also a very skillful bullet player. Oh wow! Oh my god! That is so sad for his opponent. That is so sad, and it's 3-0 up. It's a hat trick for Arjun. Amazing. Amazing, and I think it's going to be very, very hard to come back from here for Brandon. 3-0 down on a tilt, and the way he lost the previous game with Queen H5 check, it's just tragic, and It's something I've done so many times against Arjun myself. I've lost so many games. You get it's a very very annoying and irritating feeling to lose like that, being tricked like that. So Arjun has come out here with all guns blazing. He has had a very interesting year so far. He played well in the Speed Chess Championship. He had a very convincing win over Gukesh, but lost against Jeffrey Xiong in a very interesting match. Then he went to the finals of the Super Juniors Cup, where he lost against Nihal Sarin, which we all followed, I'm sure. And now he's at this. So he has had many near misses, which can be almost as bad as not being in contention in its own way. So it's Arjun's on his way to be 4-0 up. Knight d3 taking the pawn. Rook c4 also takes this pawn. And yeah, just take it. King e8, king d7 maybe. No, just king f7. And Arjun's probably going to gobble up all the pawns. In general, he doesn't need a second invitation to win the pawns. And here it's all there for the taking. f3, take. No, yeah, okay, yeah. Bishop c4 is not possible. Takes this. And maybe rook c2 check. Rook c1. Rook c2 check again. Arjun is so up on time. He's just so much faster than his opponent in this match in general. That thank you, chat. So 6 minutes to go, and Arjun is 4-0 up. Mathematically, Arjun has already won this match, but I think he will try to be ruthless and win as much as he can. He's quite greedy in general. So, as I told in the Super Juniors Cup, he's a version of VD without the opening preparation. Arjun was also known as Max King, but I have not seen a semblance of evidence of him being a king in Max. Not the slightest of evidence. Thank you so much, Swastik. Okay, 5-0, 5-0 up. 5 minutes to go. It's a semi-adoption. So generally what happens is at one point Arjun becomes a bit tired. His level goes down a bit. His opponent is relaxed because he no longer has a chance of winning this. So he'll come out of tilt. And usually one win happens in such situations. It's like the bowler allowing a 4 in a situation where the batsman needs like 20 runs from one ball. They don't care about scoring that, stopping that 4 anymore, and batsman is skillful enough to score it. So I'm pretty sure one win for Brandon is likely to come in this match at some point. But it would be really nice if Arjun can win with a whitewash. I don't think Virat Kohli bowled when RCB was winning. Yeah, so this is probably that game where Brandon is pulling back by one. Arjun is no longer playing with that intensity because that level of intensity is something no person can ever keep up for two extended periods of time. Everyone's level keeps going up and down and up and down. It keeps oscillating. No one can be at their 100% of the time. And that is when upsets happen, when someone at lower level is stretching themselves to play at a higher level than normal. And G4 is mate. No, G4 is not mate. King E6 is there. Arjun is fighting back. He doesn't want to give up a point. Oh god, again. It's going to be 6-0. That's the second time there's been a queen blunder like this. How is Hikaru playing? I thought he was seeded to the quarterfinals, no? I don't think Hikaru is playing. In the other matches, Fedosi was 2.5, 2.5 against Artemiev. That's going pretty interesting. So maybe we can take a bit of a break and go there while Arjun is cruising through. Yeah, the board freezes whenever I change the window to anything. It's this weird thing that has been happening for my last 2 or 3 streams, and something I haven't worked out a solution against. It's going to be 7-0, 7-0 incoming. Vansh Pandey, you're a legend, giving in full efforts and developing the coming up chess prodigies. Your efforts are just amazing. Dosto Shri OP in the chat, please. Thank you so much, Vansh. 7-0. Yeah, Arjun can be pretty brutal when he's on a song, you know. He's like this to me too. I find him more uncomfortable to play than Nihal at times, because Nihal can be a bit kinder to me occasionally. Arjun is not. He's ruthless and greedy, and especially loves beating me up. And especially loves flagging me too. But I'm happy when Anish gets some revenge for the older boys when he occasionally does. So this is going to be the last game, and I think the I think a couple of matches are interesting. So Arjun is through. Botnik Mykola is through. Shong is Shong and Lee Tuan Min are still playing on, and also Fedosiv and Artemie are still playing on. So Fedosiv is Big Fish 1995. I'm not sure whether I want to have a peek at that or see Arjun get 8-0. But I think we can take a peek and come back. But it's not opening. Yeah, it opened. And that is my timer. I should remember to mute it this time, because we all remember what happened the previous time. Shong is winning. I think this should be the last game in the match, and Big Fish has lost against Artemiev. That's big news. No, their last game is going on. And I think I may have figured out a solution for this screen changing problem. Arjun's last game also still going on. Arjun finally lost. He won 7-1. Might not be the worst thing to get a break of that winning streak as well. Wow, the Fedosiv game is still going on. And Fedosiv lost 5-3. 5-3 on that match, and we are on to the quarterfinals. I'm still not sure what the pairings are. I think Chad knows better. Oh yeah, there's going to be a tiebreak between Shong against Wonderful Time. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what is a tiebreak either. It's going to be Alireza versus Arjun, is it? Wow, wow. Alireza versus Arjun. That's going to be interesting to watch. Arjun is a big, big underdog in that match. Arjun and Alireza's record is something like 1 is to 4, 1 is to 5 in favor of Alireza. Hikaru is also playing, of course. He will also join in the quarterfinal. While these guys are playing in the tiebreaker. Let's get this game going. Yeah, the tiebreaker has begun. Shong is white. Wonderful Time, who is who is also known by his real name, Late One Min, is black. Uh, he's an IM from Vietnam who is very, very skillful in speed chess. He won the titled arena yesterday, the bullet titled arena, and he also uh, won the blitz titled arena. Here is blended a pawn. Chong's FIDE rating is about 2700. He's the number 2 junior in the world after Alireza Firouzja. Um, and I think he's set to win this game. He also knocked out Arjun in the quarterfinals of the Speed Chess Championship, Junior Speed Chess Championship, before losing himself against Alexei Sayana in the semifinals, who subsequently lost against Nihal in the final. Here it looks terrible for Lee Tuan Min. I don't know if this is the only tiebreak game or if they are going to have two games. Do you guys know, chat? This is a sudden death, is it? Guys, it's probably going to be a final between Hikaru and Alireza, and that's going to be very interesting to watch in this 1-0 format. Alireza has managed to win a lot of things. Hikaru has managed to win a lot of things this year. He won the Speed Chess Championship, beating Maxime Vachier-Lagrave in one of those epic finals. And he also had this epic final against Magnus in the Magnus Carlsen Invitational. One of the best matches I've witnessed. Everything has, all of these matches were great in 2020, great to watch. Jeffrey just wrote thanks good match on the chat as if it was a friendly thing. So this was a sudden death. Jeffrey Shong is through. He's going to play against Daniel Naroditsky in the quarterfinals. And Artemi will play against Hikaru Nakamura. I suspect Hikaru versus Naroditsky in the semifinal. Andrew Tang is going to play against Mykola Botnik, and Arjun Erigaisi is going to be playing against Alireza Firouzja. We are going to focus on the Arjun Alireza match as long as Arjun keeps going. And I do have my fingers crossed that Arjun manages to win this one. I wonder how long the break is going to be. There's going to be a small break, of course, for the players, and the breaks are annoying for the spectators, but nice for the players. Maybe I'll just play a bullet game until the match starts. Everything is going to happen today, guys. Quarterfinals, semifinals, finals. Everything is, of course, going to happen today. It's bullet, People are not going to spread it over several weeks, first of all. And 2020 has been really busy for chess. So I think they would be pretty eager to get this finished with. The schedule of the players is intense and busy. Uh, all the quarterfinalists get $250, so Arjun's assured of it now. The winner gets $5,000. The runner-up gets $2,000, and I don't remember what the semifinalists get. I think it's thousand something. I don't know why I'm not matching anyone. It's not matching me with anyone. Finally, I got myself an opponent. TJY Chess from Indonesia. Six. What do I do? Okay, this is pretty. I think it's going to be a while for the games to start. It's going to be about 7 minutes or so, and I will keep playing some bullet till it starts. I don't like this Moon E4 which I just played. This is the bad move, which my opponent did not exploit, thankfully. That was a blunder by me. Pretty terrible blunder. I don't know why I did that to myself. Maybe I can make a draw here. Probably not. Hey, what is this? Still have time for 2 more games. Okay, I need to just play well and beat this guy just for that cheapo he got in the last game. I'm going to hit this pawn in the end. This is going to be a comfortable win, I think. This is going to be a walk in the park. Yeah, what I saw that coming. I knew there was going to be a dirty trick at the end. Of course, there had to be. To beat this guy one more time, and then I think we'll go back to the match. No idea why I made that move. Do I do such an attractive question filled with possibilities where everything is winning? Thank you. And it's going to be checkmate. Okay, let's get back to watching Arjun. Slash follow Arjun Erigaisi 2003, right? Arjun versus Arjun is going to play against Alireza, yeah? What's going on in the chat? Yeah, no, I didn't speak to Nihal much after yesterday's loss, uh, but yeah, I mean, he came back and he won his world under 18 match comfortably. So I think all is fine. Yeah, Nihal, he was a bit upset that he's a bit sad that World Youth was clashing with this uh, Bullet Championship. And if he had known before, he would have definitely preferred to play the Bullet Championship. He has his priorities very clear there. Uh, he was a bit sad about yesterday's game, but okay, it's over and he's in the semifinals of the World Under 18 Online Championship right now. He's playing against he's playing against uh, Ramirez Narayana tomorrow from Peru. That will be, I think, sometime around 8:30. Yeah, Asipenko has been upset. He lost against this Iranian kid, Golami. I'm I'm struggling to remember the names. The trick is to keep a tab open where the names are out. Yeah, so he lost against Golami Orimi Mehdi. Keeping a tab open also doesn't guarantee against pronunciation errors. Uh, Nihal is going to play against Hepler Ramirez Narayana, who has defeated Grandmaster Kirill Shevchenko from Ukraine and Sonis Francesco from Italy. He has won both these matches in very convincing style with excellent. So the game's about to start. The game's about to kick off, and I'll press start on the timer as soon as the game start. Arjun Erigaisi 2003 against Firouzja 2003. The games haven't kicked off yet, but the players are ready. Alireza and Arjun are the same age group. They respect each other a lot. They're of the same age. The first tournament where I met Arjun was this World Under 16 Olympiad in Turkey in 2018. Also, where I met Divya. And in the last round, we were paired against Iran. The first ball of both the teams was Arjun and Alireza, respectively. Uh, Arjun was white, but he was so terrified of Alireza that he refused to try and fight for a win in that game and made a draw in just 12 moves, despite me trying to convince him that he should try and fight with white so much, which as a coach I had to do. But it went well. The second and third boards were also a draw. Inian was on the second board, Sankalp Gupta was on the third board, and we got the decisive win because of Divya. Divya won on the fourth board, and we won 2.5, 1.5, and won the silver medal. And later, Arjun told me that one of the reasons why he drew was uh, he was pretty confident that Divya will score the decisive win, which it's just something very nice that he had such confidence in his colleague. And later, what I realized was Divya has this penchant for winning these last round games. And we have kickoff Alireza White, Arjun Black. The first game. It's going to be very fast, guys. It's going to be like watching this Quidditch World Cup final between Victor Krum and the Ireland team. I'll try to be as fast as I can with the moves. I'll try to focus on the game, but it's probably going to be too fast for me as well. So the setup from white with knight f3, e3, b3, it's a very typical blitz bullet thing because it's very easy to make the moves. And so far, Arjun has got on the right foot. He has started really well. He has an excellent position. I think he could have gone queen c7 the previous move, but I'm not sure if it works. He's playing really fast. The test for Arjun will be in the last few moments when it becomes a flagging game and you really need to hold your nerve. This is where generally the stronger player distinguishes himself from another strong player who is not as strong as the stronger player, if that makes sense. So these games are decided in those crunch moments, in those last minute things. That is where someone who's superior in these matches, where there is very little to separate these two guys, that is where the difference gets shown. One person is able to pull towards a higher gear. But I'm so impressed with how Arjun has carried himself so far. He's a pawn up. He's a clear pawn up. Uh, Alireza trying for some tricks. Alireza is very, very tricky. He's like 1.5x as tricky as Nihal. Rook f1 check, wins the queen. He wins the queen and he has more time. And if Arjun can hold on and win this game, that would be really good because I sense that this is the point where he might be a little bit nervous, a tad bit nervous. So this is going to be crucial to set the tone of the match. Queen e1 check, queen a5. Oh, come on. King h6. Oh, he goes king f5, king e4. Okay, fine. Yeah, a5. Just push this pawn. Go towards the queen. You see how Alireza has taken all these pawns while Arjun was busy defending against some tricks of Alireza, and there comes the trick. And it's going to be tough for Arjun to come back from this setback. Alireza is probably going to win this game. Arjun was winning the whole time. He was clearly winning, and in the last second, he got tricked. Even though he was the one with more time. This is largely psychological. Alireza is up by a point. It's probably only partly psychological. It's also partly got to do with skill. Psychology is very connected with skill in general. The stronger you are, the better you are psychologically. Not in a not that the people who are stronger or psychologically stronger, but it's just that the better skill pulls through in those moments. It's a lot about training and practice actually. Alireza is like he's one of the best players ever with less than 10 seconds. He's just so good at this. And he's going to win an exchange now. King e3 takes. Arjun's starting to get on a tilt. He probably needs to slow down a bit and try and play better chess. But it's tough. It's very tough to slow down when you're playing bullet because then there's a danger that you slow down a bit too much. Knight d4. Takes, knight c6, knight b4. Yeah, he wins back one of the pawns. And he has a good healthy lead on time. But the knight is trapped and he has to probably resign this game. So Arjun is down by 2 points with 10 minutes to go. Bit of a uphill climb from here, but I really hope he wins one of these games and pulls it back. Alireza is very chill in his ability to uh, play slowly till he goes less on time, and then he manages to hit out. He manages to really, really accelerate in the last few seconds, which is also something Nihal does. Alireza does it even better than Nihal. He's he's slightly older than Nihal, which makes a lot of difference in that age group, considering how quickly these kids grow and develop. Arjun's just a pawn down. He's pawn down and has no compensation. He has slightly more time. He has a bit more time in every game. Ideally, he should. Yeah, so he's lost. He's lost another pawn. He's totally on tilt, and bullet is a lot about the momentum. Yeah, like I was telling you, the first game kind of set the tone for the match. If Arjun had won that, it would be totally different right now. But because he lost that, he's totally on the back foot and really needs at least one win to get the momentum back, which is not going to be easy against someone like Alireza. Because Alireza, the more he plays, the stronger he's going to become. His most vulnerable moment was in the first game. That was the best chance where he was still warming up. It's interesting how these characteristics of these kids are kind of universal and general. They all share it with each other because of how they grew up. Knight d to f5, preventing knight e4. Okay, this allows knight e4, but Arjun didn't play it. Knight b3 maybe, yeah? No. Queen f3, knight. I wonder why he is not playing knight b3 at all. Knight b3, knight c5. Okay, now maybe he goes with c5. No. a4. A4 just loses his pawn. It's definitely not a great chess move. It's more of a bullet move, and a bit uncharacteristic of Arjun to give up a pawn like that as well. But he's clearly a bit flustered. But so far, he's done very well in this game. He has kept competition. Rook b2. Now rook c1 would be met by knight d3 with a fork. So knight c5 and now rook c2. It's amazing how tricky Alireza is. Yeah, rook d4 was always going to be met by knight f3 check. He's so full of such tricks. He sees these things so fast. Uh, Most of these bullet players do. I mean, all of these guys who are playing here do. And because of this small speed difference, he always manages to trick his opponents in these last seconds. Oh, this is not going good. It's 4-0 down, and honestly, there's no way, no chance for Arjun from here on. Well, actually, Alireza has a pretty good score against all the Indian players except Vishy. He has a big plus against Vidit, I think something like 6-1. He has a big plus against Hare Krishna. Only Vishy has a plus score against Alireza amongst all Indian players. But having said that, it's going to be a very healthy competition between all these kids in the future, like Nihal and Arjun and Ronak, also Gukesh, Prag. Um, it's going to be a very healthy competition. I'm also pretty confident that all of these kids will. It's a bit optimistic to say all of them will crack 2700, but I think at least four of them from India will. Rook b6 is the threat. Arjun sees it, he protects it. But now he's struggling to protect the a3 pawn because this bishop is getting captured. Alireza's level of play is also very impressive, even at this time control. It's very, very strong chess. He's just very, very strong chess player in general. And I think so is Hikaru, so is Magnus, and yeah, it's going to be 5-0, 5-0 up for Alireza. A bit reverse of the first match. It could happen to anyone in Bullet. So this sets up a matchup between Hikaru against Naroditsky and probably Tang against Alireza. I'm absolutely certain that Alireza is going to go to the final, and Hikaru should also go to the final, unless some weird accident happens against Naroditsky. Hikaru has found Naroditsky uncomfortable on occasion in the past, so who knows? Who knows what might happen there? Yeah, Tang is also very strong, but I don't think he's as strong as Alireza in chess. Tang is very, very strong in the scrambles. He's very good in his last 10 seconds, last 5 seconds things. But he's not. He's in terms of chess. I generally find him a very comfortable opponent to play against myself when I'm playing these 1 minute games without increment, because I get a good position before we get into the scramble, and I kind of just need to hold on to the scramble. But Alireza is on a completely different level. I would rate him. He might even be the best 1+0 player. We'll find out today. Uh, but he's definitely among the top three. There's Magnus, and there's Hikaru, and there's Alireza. And in amongst these three, I would bet on Alireza because he's the youngest, and he's only going to keep getting better in terms of his chess. Whereas the other two, Magnus and Hikaru, their reflexes are slower. They're not in their prime in terms of bullet chess. 30 is not the uh, 30 is not the prime age for bullet chess. It's your teens. Teens is, I think it's also similar for some esports. So these guys are at their peak right now. Alireza and Nihal, and I think they'll continue to be so as they get into their early 20s as well. Arjun's going to pull one back. He's now playing without any tension. He's the worst that could happen has happened, and he's not really much weaker than Alireza. He's actually quite capable of going toe to toe against him, in my opinion. He just needs to believe that himself, which is not as easy as uh, it sounds. But yeah, again, the biggest difference between them is when they start playing at 20 seconds each. And here, Alireza really starts outplaying Arjun with stronger chess. He just makes stronger moves. And that just flusters Arjun. This is a really good. This is a really good match for Alireza going into the semi-final against Tang, and possibly an eventual final against Hikaru. But the matchup between Hikaru and Naroditsky, I think it's like 60-40 Hikaru. 60 looks like a bit of an understatement for Hikaru, but Naroditsky is also very, very good. Well, this is essentially Arjun's gameplay style in Bullet. He needs to play. In Bullet there is a point till which you play chess, and then it becomes a flagging game. And for the stronger players, that point is more delayed. For example, for someone like Alireza, he really starts to flag only when he's up at around 10 seconds or so. Until then, he really tries to find good chess moves or tricky chess moves. In Bullet, more often tricky chess moves. Uh, for a weaker player, we start panicking slightly earlier, not at 10 seconds, but something like 20 seconds or such. So, this is the zone where Alireza beats all of us. I remember a Pokemon match between Charizard and Magmar. I don't know if a lot of people here watch Pokemon, but there was this match between Charizard against Magmar. Both of them very, very strong fire Pokemons, fire type Pokemons. And they battle at the top of this volcano. Uh, okay, that's 8-0. So this match between Charizard and Magmar gets really close. It's really, really equal. And then there is this moment where Charizard just takes Magmar to a totally different altitude. It does this. What is that attack called when Charizard takes his opponent to a different altitude and the opponent cannot keep up? That's what happens in these. Yeah, it's called seismic toss. Yeah. I think Alireza also does this seismic toss. When he plays against these really good players, very good players in their own right. The match is equal. The match is equal. The match is equal. Both of them do their own attacks, and then Alireza just takes them to a space, which is the space at less than 10 seconds, less than 20 seconds, and then he does this seismic toss where his opponents cannot keep up against him. That is what happened to Arjun in this match, and the tone was set in that first game. If Arjun could have won that first game, it would have been it would have been a match. It would have been a contest. But when he didn't win that, when Alireza managed to trick him, that set the tone for the rest of the match, and that is the nature of the bullet as well. No, it was not Dragonite. It was, of course, uh, Charizard. Charizard is the one who does the seismic toss. Okay, so there's going to be a bit of break. So maybe I'll try to beat up someone in bullet and join for the semifinals. In semifinals, you can choose if you want me to watch the Alireza match or the Hikaru match. I just oh I just blended and he wants a mate here. Okay. I'll try to survive this. Let me try to survive this. It's going to require uh, the healing powers of Severus Snape kind of skills if I get out of this. He wants to come with the night, so I'll try to protect myself and well, the game is still on, but My position is abysmal. This one's not going to be me crushing my opponent, I guess. Or maybe, yeah, it is. That was a good win. Okay, so I can also do this when I'm playing people weaker than me, and they do it when the stronger guys do it uh, when I play against them. There are these different layers of adoption. It's just layers and layers and layers. It's just like the universe. Wait, is there a raid going on? Really? Fake raid, right? Oh yeah, guys. Chat. Let me know uh, which game for the semifinal. We have like about 5 or 6 minutes. The mods can let me know who has the more numbers. What? Why is okay? You're voting, yeah? Hikaru. I see Hikaru. For 1 second, I thought Hikaru was raiding, and I was like, wow. Yeah, I clearly see Hikaru. Okay, Hikaru's game. I hear the chat loud and clear. Hikaru's game until unless it. Oh God. Yeah, okay. I'm playing. I'm playing V Pranav. I think V Pranav is playing in the under 18 World Youth. Not under 18, under 14. He was playing against. He was playing against who? Gukesh. He was playing against Gukesh. I don't know what happened in that game, but I think chat. You know that all these kids are so tricksy. Okay, I'm out of immediate danger, but I need to focus, I guess, to not get tricked. Okay, that was smooth. That was smooth. And how much time do we have? We have about a minute or so to go for the match, I think. I would love to continue for more games, but I have to reply to Arjun and so Hikaru's game, right? Chat. Nihal is not playing because he did not qualify. It's a qualification event. Yesterday there was uh, this qualification event. I also played one of them. Okay, so I'm ready slash follow Hikaru. When Hikaru's game starts, it's going to be an epic match against between Hikaru and Daniel Naroditsky in the first semi-final. The winner of whom will probably play Hikaru Nakamura. Sorry, Alireza Firouzja. The winner of whom will probably play Alireza Firouzja because I think it's going to be a comparatively easier match for uh, Alireza against Tang. Hikaru is streaming. Wow, seriously, Hikaru streaming. How does he do that when he's playing Bullet? But okay, that's Hikaru, yeah. That is Hikaru. What do you think, guys? Should I stream the semifinals of Nihal tomorrow? Okay, okay, okay. If I'm not too busy with something else, I'll stream the semifinals and finals. Sure, guys. Sure, 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 sure. Nihal is playing in the semifinals of the World Youth Chess Championship. And we have kickoff. We have kickoff. Hikaru starting with the white pieces, and when I blinked, they had already played 13 moves. Hikaru is a big favorite for this match as well. Hikaru is in general a big favorite in whatever he does, whatever he plays in chess. And the other match is between Alireza against Tang, where I think also Alireza is a big favorite. And in the years to come, uh, Alireza is probably going to be the best bullet player for at least a few years. Okay, so this game has happened so quickly. Hikaru is better because he has a better pawn structure. This pawn is weaker. Hikaru's pawns are more compact. I'm peacefully able to explain this because it's not going to change for a few moves at least. Rook c2 check, the bishop is defended. So again, this pawn is very weak, very fragile. And Hikaru is going to try and take it. The idea is f5, f6 check. Narrow prevents it. And that was probably, yeah. So he's going to take everything, king d2, king d3, create a passer and win. This is his game plan. This is actually going pretty even, pretty even. It could be anyone's game. Rook a3, how is Hikaru going to deal with it? He's going to stop the pawns. He has stopped these pawns, and Narrow's just going to keep checking. Rook h2, rook g2, rook h2, rook g2. It's going to be a draw. What? Why did he play king e7? That's crazy. Why did he do that? Naroditsky is seriously fast in these scrambles. I think he's faster than Hikaru. I think he's just a bit faster than Hikaru. If you saw, Hikaru is faster chess player in general, but Narrow is just a bit faster in these scrambles, in this 10 seconds, 15 seconds thing. He's a faster mouse guy. And of course, the younger you are, the bigger advantage you have in such things. Bishop a6. Bishop a6 was trapping the queen, right? I think bishop a6 here was trapping the queen. But this position is also nice for Hikaru. He's really putting the pressure, and he's won a piece. Knight f2, king f2, bishop e3 check wins this queen. Now knight g5, d5 check, rook c2. Yeah, go for it. It's 2-0 in favor of Hikaru, and the guy who draws the first blood has a big advantage in this format. It's going to be tough for Narrow to come back from here. He really needs a win. He has mouse flipped. Instead of castle, he played king f8. One thing leads to another when you are on a tilt. It's a domino effect. It's like these bicycles being knocked down on a bicycle stand. It's incredible, but no one has ever been, no one is immune to tilt. I think it's a very, very natural psychological, physiological reaction. You lose one game, it affects you. You win one game, you get dopamine. That loss of dopamine is loss of dopamine. It's just the process of the brain. We cannot manipulate it, I think, more than that. At least it hasn't been found a way to do this. The reason why players get so much on tilt is because there is just no time at all to gather yourself. It's so instant. The next game starts the next second, and that is very tough. So here Narrow is trying to mate Hikaru. Hikaru has everything under control and protected, and he has more time. This is Hikaru's superpower. He always has more time. But if Alireza can get him into a zone where they both have like 10 seconds each, there Alireza is the clear favorite in my opinion. This is going to be the deciding factor in the finals between them. So Hikaru is going to go 3-0 up, and with 10 minutes to go, that's going to be okay. Maybe, yeah, no, he's going to go 3-0 up. He's going to flag Danya here. So rook f7, rook f6, rook a6. Yeah, typical. This is what happens in Hikaru's games. He has so much. God, what is happening? What is happening? Wow. He stole a draw from the jaws of defeat. That's Naroditsky's survival instinct. Yeah, so Hikaru seems to be doing these things when he's in less than 10 seconds. He's just such a strong player, such a fast guy when he has time. But when it comes to this 10 seconds games where it is purely about mouse skills, it's just mouse versus mouse. Here, I think Hikaru is just a little bit. Uh, he's a bit weaker, I think, compared to these other bullet monsters. He's very flaggable in these scenarios. Of course, for years, Hikaru has been the number one, undisputed number one bullet player. Not counting Magnus because Magnus doesn't play a lot in his own name on Knight C6 97, Knight C6 97. Yeah, so Hikaru's surviving, but he's a rook down and he has a bishop like this. He's gonna have to resign. He's losing the queen as well. He's just wasting time. He's wasting 30 seconds because he's up on the clock, which is also a clever thing, which will also help him not get on tilt. And with Hikaru, you can expect him to make use of all these no off the board things, which is something I can understand and I can allow. He's 35. He's playing in the Bullet Championship, and uh, I think old people should get all the perks they can in the world. Uh, People above 25 are old. Well, in the context of Bullet, I should add. In fact, it wouldn't be too unfair if people above 25 gets like 5 seconds more when they're playing these people below 20. Hikaru had blended bishop h6, not seen by Naroditsky because of the pace at which they're playing. They're playing at faster than move per second. If you see, Hikaru has taken 22 seconds for 32 moves. When I started playing Bullet, yeah, it's one a piece, Queen a4. When I started playing Bullet, the pre-move technology had not yet been developed, and we could uh, we could comfortably play at 1 second per move, something like this. So the games would go for more than 60 moves and stuff. Um, Hikaru's suffering a bit with his black stuff against Danya. This match is going to be close, I think. It's not going to be one sided. It all depends on this game, which Naroditsky really has to win. He's under pressure. He's under intense pressure. There's 6 minutes remaining, and if Hikaru wins this, it's going to be very difficult for Naroditsky to come back. And Hikaru has all these tricky setups, which give you a huge advantage. Rook d8. No, rook d8, head g6. So just g5 maybe. Rook d8 was played. Head g6, knight head 6. Yeah. Oh, just bishop d5. Ignore, but I'm not sure if that's such a good idea. I think. Well, I didn't have time to think. And now Queen A1 is a mate threat. So I have absolutely no idea what Naroditsky has planned. Queen A1 check was not a great move. It's just one of these bullet moves. Hikaru is just playing so fast. He has a huge time advantage and a terrible position. This is going to be the his match against Alireza as well, and Alireza can beat Hikaru without being flagged. Rook h8, Queen h7. So can Naroditsky. Naroditsky can also beat Hikaru in these situations. Meanwhile, Alireza has a 3-1 lead against Tang. Well, kudos to Tang for scoring that first point that Alireza has spilled in the match so far. Tang is also a seriously good bullet player, but from my experience, he's not as strong a chess player as these other guys about 2700. But Tang is probably the best guy in scrambles in the history of chess. He's the best in these 15-second situations. Naroditsky mounting a comeback. We have like about 4 minutes to go. It's 3.5, 2.5, and here Naroditsky has a lot of attractive tactics to choose from. He could have taken bishop f3, 4 bishop b2, queen b2, and I don't know what happens at the end. Hikaru is just hanging on. He's playing these fast moves, but his level of moves is a bit lower than the uh, other bullet guys. In terms of speed, he's at a completely different level. Oh! No! 96 check is coming. No, this piece is lost. The piece is trapped. Black cannot take back because of 96 check. That's game over for Naroditsky. It's mate. It's mate. Naroditsky resigns promptly, so he has more time to come back. And I have a feeling that Hikaru is not going to let Naro come back one more time. It's also very interesting to see how neither of the players have allowed the other guy to have too much of an advantage. After one win, immediately the other guy strikes back. So when you get 2 wins in a row, that's the starting point of tilt. Yeah, I think that kind of what Queen e6 takes. There was a tactic with knight before bishop c5. Dania missed it, and Hikaru is in the driver's seat. He's a pawn up, no longer a pawn up, but the position is about equal. Knight c4 and takes this pawn. Yeah, it's 3 versus 3. It's going to be a draw, and there's only 2 minutes to go. Hikaru is going to have a 2-point lead. He will be aware of the match clock, and he's just going to ensure that the game goes on till for the whole duration. He's gonna play this game out. He's going to play this game out also to the full duration. He's not going to let it be a draw anytime soon. Wow, he may even turn this around. And this is interesting. Yeah, he's going to play this one till the end. So next game he only has to survive for 90 seconds, which yeah. So that's like less than 90 seconds. He just has to survive for 90 seconds, and I'm confident he will do that. Naroditsky has to win with 30 seconds remaining in this game, which is a daunting task against Hikaru. He has to berserk against Hikaru on demand. He has to reach such superhuman levels, which I don't give him much chances. Meanwhile, Alireza is kind of cruising through in the other semi-finals. It's going to be Hikaru versus Alireza, the final. Whose perspective should we have, Hikaru or Alireza? I prefer to have Alireza's perspective because, well, he's younger, closer to my age. Is he closer to my age? I think Alireza is 17. I'm 26, and Hikaru is what, 35? Ha, Hikaru is 33. Okay, I inflated his age. Apologies. Yeah, this is practically over because the next game has to start before this game. So the time's already up. It's time's up. Rook c5. And anyway, I don't think Hikaru is going to lose this one. So Hikaru's won this 5.5, 3.5. Alireza's won this with a comfortable margin. I think 5-2 or 5-3. I don't know. Hikaru's checking the match time, yeah? Match time to take King E2. Man. With 0.07 seconds. Don't try this if you're in India. If you're lagging, you could lose. I don't know why they're continuing. Yeah, it shouldn't continue. Good win by Hikaru. Very disappointing and tough one for Naroditsky. He played a really good match, but Hikaru was better. Sets up Hikaru versus Alireza, and I think Alireza is a bit of a favorite, to be honest. Although Hikaru is higher rated. Yeah, so Alireza's won the other semi-final, I guess, by what margin? The final will be in 10 minutes or so, guys. Finals is happening right now. Rohan, it's demotivating for humans to age with time and continue living. It's not specific to chess players to age and continue playing. Well, probably amongst the nicest things in life is when you're a teenager and whatever you spend your time and attention on, uh, you get the maximum out of it. Uh, 20s is better than 30s, 30s is better than 40s, and 40s, and it goes on. Okay, so maybe time for me to prey on some people or be preyed upon till the final starts. And I'm gonna unfollow Hikaru and follow Alireza 2003, right? Or is it Firoja 2003? Firoja 2003. Or is it Alireza 2003? No, it's Firoja 2003. Yeah, it's Firoja 2003. I mean, I'm a bit mixed on whom I should be supporting for the finals because Hikaru is 33. He is closer to my age, and he is also, I mean, uh, having been beaten mercilessly by all these kids. Like I've been beaten by these kids much more than anyone in the history of my life. I generally like to support the people closer to my age. Once I actually can't pin any messages. What to do? But we can maybe joke that the winner of this match gets to play against Nihal. Okay, this guy is a ruthless flagger. I need to play good chess. One random. Must be a kid, I think. Yeah, see? Bullet tricks flagging. What a horrible position to have. Yeah, this is why I support Hikaru, considering how nasty these kids are. There's this kid called Yo Miliko from Israel, whose bio itself is in a chair flagging you somewhere, which is which is honestly painful for an victim of flagging like me. Okay, that was deserved. He resigned because I was getting this knight g4. So if he goes king f1, knight g4 attacks the queen and threatens queen f2 mate. And if he went king h1, then after knight g4, knight f2, knight h3, queen g1 check, there is this smothered mate. He could have played on with knight g4, rook e7 check. I think there's time for one rematch, which I think has been declined. Wow, wow. Karan Singh Boomer is in the chat. Is this the real KSB? Ah, fake one. Huh? Well, there's one. There's one simple. There's one simple way to find out if someone is real or fake. But I cannot do that because well, I could do that. Well, if Hikaru manages to beat Alireza, then what he says about Naroditsky being in the final would hold up. If Alireza beats Hikaru, then it wouldn't hold up. I think we have a pretty easy way to find out the truth. I mean, the whole point of having competitions in general is yeah, when you hear a notification from my Skype, it's one of my students texting usually. Okay, I'm not going 2900 bullet today because or maybe I will go 2900 bullet at the end of. Okay, it was a fake Karan Singh boomer, I guess. And we have kickoff, guys. We have kickoff. We have kickoff and a bit torn towards whom to support. Hikaru because he's closer to my age and I can be a bit of an ageist at times. Well, Alireza because he's just such a wonderful talent. How can anyone root against him? Well, unless he's playing one of our kids. Alireza on the attack. Hikaru has equalized. It's a dead equal position, but Hikaru has a bit more time and Hikaru's a ruthless flagger. I think uh, I think Hikaru is going to take this one. He has 42 seconds. Rook c5, rook a5 coming up. He has to defend with rook a6, rook b. Oh yeah, rook c8 check, rook d8, rook d5, and it's 1-0 Hikaru. Hikaru showing his Hikaru showing who's the boss. He has set the tone for the game. Alireza under a bit of pressure, and Alireza is going to have to win by chess if he has to win. He cannot flag Hikaru that easily. Hikaru is ridiculously hard to flag because his general pace of chess is much faster. General pace of moves. I think uh, I think it's a nice position for Hikaru. Sorry, for Alireza. He has a very good position, very good strategic position. He has been keeping well on time. The white games of Alireza is also going to be crucial because Hikaru plays all these dubious systems as black. This bishop is terrible, blocked by his own pawns. H4, H5. The king is under threat. Hikaru has to spend a bit of time to think on how to defend his position. Rook e3, rook g3 coming up. Some sacrifice on g6 bound to happen. Is it already coming? It was bishop g6, rook c1 check. Yeah, all these tricks. He's going to put this rook on f6 as well, I think. No, he decides against it, but ultimately something's going to fall. Bishop h5 was already working, I'm sure. Bishop h5 has to work sooner or later. Now rook g6 is a threat. King g7, yeah, bishop h5, and Hikaru's managed to get some counterplay though. He has managed to. Oh, queen f6 check. Come on. Alireza is missing a lot of moves because he's forced to play faster than he normally might play. That change of pace is not that easy. It's a bit like a bowler who normally bowls at 135 is trying to bowl at 145. He's not going to be able to sustain it for too long a time, and there is also the risk of injury when you try to bowl faster than you normally can. It's incredibly hard to play that 1 yard faster, a little bit faster. But yeah, it's going to be 1-1. Alireza is taking this one. It's going to be 1-1. And again, I think Alireza is a favorite for this one. And also, I think Hikaru underestimates Alireza. Oh, I thought I made. Okay. Okay, I made a mistake. But I'm sure I unmodded Karan Singh Boomer. And as I was checking the chat, Hikaru has already won the game. So Hikaru 2-1 up. Will Alireza equalize with white? Okay, hang on. Okay. unmodded. The city is under control. And while I'm on it, let me mod the real KSB. Okay. Yeah, while I fix my channel, Alireza is probably on the way to equalizing, so we'll be back to all. And oh, funnily, Kultaran Singh is hidden from my channel, is it? Okay. So many people to unhide. But welcome back, all the hidden users. It was so annoying and distracting for everyone. But we are back. We are back. 3-2. So far, White is winning all the games in all the 5 games. And we have, 7 minutes to go. I kind of lost track on how the match was going. I don't know that, of course, so far they have not held back any punches with the White, but I couldn't see how they won their respective White games. And here Alireza is on his way to make it 3-3. Hikaru's totally lost. Queen G5 coming in. King H1, Rook G1 probably wins on the spot, among other options. Yeah, he plays King H1. Rook G1 maybe. Rook G1 and Rook into G5 check. Queen H4, Queen H6. It's yeah, just take everything. Take everything. Queen G8, Queen F7, Queen E6 check, Queen D5. But it can be a bit intimidating to play these positions against Hikaru as well, because of the incredible time advantage that he has, and the knowledge that he's going to flag you with any inch he has. It's not easy for Alireza to find a way to free this bishop, and because of his king safety, it's going to be 4-2. Hikaru is going to win this. Yeah, it's 4-2. 4-2. I guess Hikaru is going to take this one. But let's see. Let's see. Maybe Alireza will head back. But Hikaru is truly the king of chess.com. Yeah, he won this speed chess championship. He won this. He's on his way to win this bullet championship of chess.com. Although I am speaking too soon, the idea is to sincerely jinx him with the commentator's curse. Yeah, d3 is what I expected, but Hikaru is not d4, bishop e4. It's not really losing anything. Bishop b2, knight d6 kind of makes things worse. In the end, it's going to be equal, but Hikaru is going to have a little bit more time. I think the US championship was on Leeches. I'm not sure though. Was it on chess.com? I don't think so. I don't think it was on chess.com. Knight d to knight e4. Yeah, and Hikaru takes this. I think queen d1 check, knight f1 is the threat, but Hikaru has enough time to see it and stop it. Queen h4, queen e1 check, knight f1 check, and wow, no way to follow it up. Poor Alireza. Speed at which Hikaru plays is incredible. Yeah, of course, whoever wins this is clearly the bullet champion of the world. I think, even not counting Magnus, because wow, qu- I thought that was a mate. Queen h4 mate is threatened. Queen h1, queen e1. It's going to be no. G4 check was that's the pressure. That's the pressure Hikaru applies by playing too fast, and Hikaru's just taking this one. It's going to be 5-2. It's going to be 5-2, but I do feel 15 minutes is a bit too short for a bullet championship. I think the actual endurance is tested after like it should be something like a 50 game match or something. This is just it's way too short. It's way too short and possibly a bit random. Alireza is on tilt now. I've actually never seen Alireza lose something live. I last commentated on a match between Alireza against Ivanchuk, which was a thriller, but Alireza won. But here he has absolutely no chance. And I can see why Hikaru thinks Naroditsky should be in the final, because Naro just plays a bit faster. But in the head-to-head games between Alireza against Naroditsky, Alireza actually scores a bit more. He dominates Naroditsky a bit more. So in terms of quality, I think Alireza is right up there. That is one thing. Secondly, I think if the match is long enough, I think Alireza has better chances. He plays better when the matches are going on. So I think the format also favors Hikaru's style of playing a bit more. But all said and done, Hikaru's speed is just unbelievable. He's the fastest chess player in the planet, and he's shown that with this match. So it's going to be 7-2. Yeah, 7-2, and maybe Alireza scores a consolation win, or maybe not. The sixth game was the turning point, which actually I thought was decided, but Hikaru kept finding these defenses, and Hikaru is really in his element when he streams. Yeah, yeah. Hikaru does this bobbing. When he's on a roll. Wow, Alireza managed to draw it. But the match has become inconsequential by now, yeah? But who's going to take the final one? Yeah, I'm not surprised that Hikaru won it by streaming, because he actually plays better when he's streaming. He's like this Maximus in this Gladiator, he's an elite warrior, and in the Gladiator school, he's just coming and okay, knight g6 check, fg6, queen g6. It's not mate. Black is surviving, but I think queen g6 was over. We should start with queen g6. That would have been a nice way to finish. Yeah, queen g6. Queen g6 is game over. Okay, so congratulations, Hikaru. Fantastic performance. Congratulations to Alireza as well, and a very nice finish. So, 6.5, 3.5. And before I end the stream, I want to try and get to 2900 on bullet. I'm like one or two wins away from it. And if I get a good streak, I'll just finish off with 2900. Oh yeah, I'll make sure I unfollow Alireza Arjun in case their game pops up while mine is going on. Yeah, that's done. I don't think Hikaru has any stock options with chess.com as far as I know. So Hikaru's beaten Alireza uh, two times now in the Bullet Championship. Uh, last time also he beat Alireza, and this year also. But I think it will the trend will reverse at some point due to age. Yeah, victories while we can against Firu. That's kind of what I I also tried to do when I met these kids like Nihal for the first time. Yeah, I have asked chess.com to pair me in Bullet, but not easy to find games. Not easy to find players. No, chess.com is not publicly traded, of course, as far as I know. Yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, so while I get a game, there is a graphy of mine about to come pretty soon. Stay tuned for an update on that. And yeah, also Creative Chess Academy is going to have camps starting from 26th on Sunday. Typically, my Sundays. Hang on. Why am I not getting a game? Why am I not getting a game? Chess.com is kind of an Indian playing website, I guess. Although it's not owned. Is there something wrong with my Seek settings? Why is it taking forever to get a game? I don't know. Big Fish is playing meanwhile against Alexander Botnik. They're playing 30 seconds each. 30 seconds is the reach these days, guys. I don't like 30 seconds. I think there's not enough time to play chess. 30 seconds is more of a flagging game. Maybe I'll try to challenge people individually. It's going to be the way. Okay, I'm just trying to challenge people. Yeah, but I think more people are interested in playing 30 seconds these days. Yeah, the idea is to get to 2900. Yeah. Gotham Chess is online. Maybe I can try to play Bullet against him, but good chance that he will want to play 30 sec. This is like the longest wait to play a game that I've had in such a long time. If I don't get another challenge in next minute, I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah, I should probably end the stream. Okay, guys. Let's end the stream on this. On this note, it was lovely having you all. Lovely doing an impromptu stream. It's such a lot of fun to stream once in a while, as long as I don't end up streaming all night. And really got to go back to my uh, other works now. So see you guys. Uh, I'm not sure when the next stream might be again, but yeah, whenever I feel like it, whenever I'm in the mood, something impromptu. Thank you so much for thank you so much to all of you for tuning in. Do like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and hopefully see you guys soon. Bye.